Good eye, you're correct. I'm feeling weak. Thank you. The feeding has weakened you. You should be fine in just a few moments.
How is everyone doing today? I hope you're all well. This should be the first of 3 or 4 scheduled uploads I have while I'm on vacation. Whatever quest you have running to do this, though, we're going to start in player dialogue. Call this new. We'll call it NPC feed. Change that to 01. We'll get started from here. We're going to make this simple, just for the purpose of the tutorial. I'll just have you say, you look hungry. Just for the tutorial, I'm going to change this to 90 so it shows up in the dialogue at the top of the list when we go into the game and test it. Go to new. We're going to change it so the NPC says, good eye, you are correct. I'm feeling weak. Change that. Let that whole thing come out. Okay, conditions. This is important. So, usually what you want to do, if you're going to put this for mass NPCs, or you want this for a certain NPC, if you wanted this, let's say if you only wanted this for Serrano, you put get his ID, then get Serrano's ID into here, and for once, it should be the only one that says it. You can put a timer on how often it can be said. Another one, if you want it for all vampires, you'd put a new one. It would be get in faction. And then you would find, I think it's DLC 1 vampire. DLC 1 vampire faction. So if you put this one in, this option will only be available if who you are talking to is in the vampire faction, which makes sense for, immersion. But see, I'm not going to use this one. I'm just going to go Janesa. So I'm just going to get his ID. She should be in Ireland. Ooh, let me open that up. There she is. I'm just going to use this just for her. This is just for this tutorial. You do it however you want. I'll close this out. I'm going to make a second one here. Is what I'm going to do. Copy this. Go to new topic. And change it to 2. Now we're going to go back into here. In the first one, right click over here, add link, add feed 02. And this one here, feed me if it helps you. That one can stay as is. I should add one more over here. Don't need it. I'm just doing this in game. All it's going to take is a script I give you, putting the properties in, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. But I want to make a pretty clean tutorial on this. So here we'll just put thank you. We're going to make, like I said, I want to just make this simple. Now let's get ready to start adding the code. So after thank you, right down here, and we're just going to put semicolon, feed. This is just to create the script for us. Compile this, advanced, rename this. Let's put this NPC feed. I'm going to close it back out. I'm going to come back in. That allows us to add properties. Edit properties. Add a property. The first one we're going to look for is the actor. I just named this a PlayerRef. Okay, this one should autofill. It did. Any cell. So, okay. Here we are. Now we're going to open this back up and we're going to add another property. We're going to put one more property in. So we're going to edit properties. Add a property. This one is going to be an idle. Now it's going to be up above a little bit. And the one you want to put in here, this one is going to be called idle vampires standing feed front underscore loose. Now I'm going to put this down in the description along with the code, and this should autofill. There are a lot of these idles in here you can put into code and have them used through dialogue to have NPC on NPC crimes or whatever you want to call it, right? So here we go. Let's click OK. That should autofill, and it did. Click OK here. Now the code we want to put in, akSpeaker.PlayIdleWithTarget, which is whoever they're talking to, which is going to be you. And you know it's going to be you by the end by the PlayerRef. So and then Utility.Wait 3 seconds. So what this is going to do is when this idle starts, it gives 3 seconds in game, so the next dialogue doesn't start playing. It gives, so it looks smooth, so it doesn't just, as you start doing it, another dialogue starts playing if there's more dialogue, and there's going to be. That's the reason I created the third one in here. So close this out here, and I added this already, and I'll show you why I did this. The first thing I did was the 3 in here, I added over here, NPC feed 2, so hit new, add link, and all that. But click invisible continue. That way it goes right through. You don't have to say anything. It will just continue the dialogue. So after that Utility.Wait 3 seconds is up, then this dialogue will start. Well, this dialogue will start right here. So I added, the feed has weakened you. You should be fine in just a few moments. And to this, over here, you have 2 different idle animations in dialogue. These, while this is being said, this is what the listener will be you in this conversation because they're talking. If we change it to speaker, this would happen to them. So idle wounded underscore 03. It's okay on that one. Same thing over here. Make sure you change this one again to idle wounded underscore 03. Oh, this one says you should be fine in just a few moments. Actually, we'll put that below. Not that it matters. This is a tutorial, but I know the grammar Nazis out there. You know, oh my God, you missed this. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird how much they put into grammar? Do you know why grammar is not on an IQ test? Because it has nothing to do with intelligence. It's to give the illusion of intelligence. Anyways, in just a few moments, we've got that wounded there. Now on this one here, we want to say goodbye. Click OK. Without the quest. And save. And now we'll go into game and see it work.
Good eye. You're correct. I'm feeling weak. Thank you. The feeding has weakened you. You should be fine in just a few moments.